Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to get some hiccups right now, not exactly helpful when recording. Welcome to Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons, part 6, if I'm correct based off the name of the save that I made at the end of last part. This should be part 6. Oof, excuse me, god, hiccups, yeah, they really aren't helpful when trying to record. So this part we're going to be trying to form the Federation because, and I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but I went, looked at the actual event file to spawn the Xindi, and make sure I got this right. Let's see, we hold elections, what is it? Yeah, every 10 years. And the Xindi, their triggers are, you have to own Earth, or Sol Earth, I believe is actually how it's labeled, but basically you need to own Earth. You need to have more than 0 population, if I recall correctly, is what it says. Yeah, for some reason they don't have it set to where it's like greater than 1. No, apparently it's greater than 0. Well, we've got more than 0 people on Earth. 5 years have to pass, period, just for the trigger to even happen in the first place. And then there's a mean time to happen for the event of about 5 years. And well, we've been through what, like 3-4 elections by now, so we're looking at basically like 40 years or so have passed since we started this, and the Xindi haven't occurred. So I'm just going to say that something might be bugged with the Xindi. I'd have to do some actual testing to confirm whether or not it is actually a bug, or if it's just something that for some reason has not happened. And maybe there's an actual reason for it, but again, I don't know. So we're just going to go ahead and form the Federation. I would love to have the Xindi be sort of our reason for forming the Federation, but that's not going to be the case now. We're basically going to be forming the Federation because there's the Romulan Star Empire over here who would gladly kill us.
Perhaps they are not fools.
If we weren't running on version 1.6, which has the bug where the AI will not declare war. The mod itself probably would still work if I were to go ahead and update to the beta of 1.6.1 or whatever it's called, but I'm not going to do that just simply because, well, stability. It's a beta patch. I don't need the game crashing on me halfway through recording. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with 1.6. Yes, this means the AI is not going to declare war in theory, although granted we started this on 1.5, so I don't know if the AI is actually affected, but nonetheless, just be on the safe side. I'm still going to run the game on 1.6. When the game itself updates to 1.6.1 officially, the mod itself will probably still work perfectly fine, and we'll be able to go ahead and do our thing. But like I said, for right now, we're going to go ahead and stick with 1.6. The AI probably won't declare war, but I don't know that for certain because, like I said, this save started on 1.5, which did not have that issue as far as I know. So yeah, and that's all I wanted to say. So we're going to go ahead and get the game started. This is going to be a somewhat shorter part more than likely because I am kind of hurting on hard drive space. I've only got about 700 gigabytes left of hard drive space. And yes, okay, yes, this mod does have that problem. You guys want a migration treaty? Sure. If you guys are smart, you'll all flee Trill because it's, assuming the AI isn't bugged in our save here, the AI should probably declare war on Trill, but hey, the fact that they haven't probably means the AI is bugged. And the fact that no aliens want to actually move to any of our planets means we're not going to be getting the demons, what is the demons event? Like event line, event tree. I don't know exactly what the right term should be in this case, but yes, nonetheless. So Because no Vulcans or Tellarites or Andorians or anything feel like moving to any of our worlds, it seems, we are not going to be getting any... we're not going to be getting the Demons events that would allow us to become Terra Prime. Granted, of course, that's not our goal in this series anyway, so yeah, that doesn't really matter too much.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
Granted, the reason the Vulcans and whatnot probably don't want to come here is because in the species I don't have them listed as being full citizenship. They're just residents because, well, we're still United Earth. Okay? We're still, for the most part, humans are going to be sort of at the top of the chain when it comes to this stuff. So it makes no sense to me to give the Vulcans full citizenship as United Earth. But I'm guessing that's why they're not coming to Earth or any of our other planets, is because they don't have full citizenship. They say we'd be taking a step down in the way we are treated. And so they've decided we're not going to go anywhere. But hey, that's something the devs will probably have to look into, is trying to get the AI to understand that, sure, it might take a step down, but it's necessary for it to be willing to move to a planet owned by United Earth for us to be able to turn into Terra Prime. Especially since I believe that's supposed to be my second series. I believe that ended up being the second highest voted series. So it is kind of important that we be able to actually get non-humans in our non-humans within our empire. Also, I have learned, based off some testing, who is this? The Tamarian Unity. I don't really want the Tamarian Unity game. I'd much prefer the Vulcans if we had to pick anybody to bring into the Federation. Although these guys, it's only what, association status? But I'm sure these guys would be willing to join the Federation, or our coalition, excuse me, because that's what's called in this mod by default. They'd probably be willing to do it like right away. I can't actually select it here because there's an ongoing proposition already for this empire. But yeah, no, I mean, they probably would want to join. I don't want them to join. I'd much prefer the Vulcans, like I said, but sure, I'll accept. Just don't call these guys in right away if you don't mind. Oh, okay, never mind. You apparently dislike us. Which is weird because it says you're receptive towards me. But it says you dislike me, the Andorians, and the Bolians. That makes no sense. But okay. Whatever you say, game. Yeah, this is gonna have to get fixed by the devs. Let me see. I think that only happens if they were using one of the base game portraits. I think if they're using modified portraits, there's no problem, yeah. The Romulans have no problems with the Vulcans, who I guess use the default room, because that's what they're technically called. And they've got this problem, so yeah, the devs are going to have to sort of rework that to make sure that the Vulcans and pretty much everybody else works again, because yeah, pretty much everybody has that issue where it doesn't properly show. But yes, as I was, I believe, trying to say before, after doing some testing, it would appear that... Okay, that's fine. Oh, influence, never mind, that's not fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, but let's see, what's our highest food producing world? I mean, in theory, it should be you, Isabella. I'll give you farming subsidies, just spend those as you wish. Also, yeah, let's go ahead and just drop you with capacity overload as well. We could definitely stand to make some more energy credits, because one of these factions wants us to... Oh, we met somebody. This one of these factions is it you? Yes, you're the one that wants me to have 3,000 in the bank. So yes, I do need to upgrade these guys. Oh, that is expensive. What is our next best mineral producing planet? It would appear to be Lisabella, and they're pretty crappy at only 6. Guess not surprised, I've only got one thing. The Dorsian colonies. We can learn much from each other. Definitely, yep, totally could learn much from each other. Not really. There you guys are. Oh, and you're a vassal under the Cardassians. So the Cardassians probably demanded that you join.
Rule of acquisition number 34. War is good for
Yes,
business.
you already have the thing with the Tellarites. And yeah, I can't do anything with you. You guys would never join.
Perhaps they are not fools.
Because yes, they declared us as a rival. I'm not surprised. Oh, Pirate Home Fleet, yes, that's 1,000. For that alone, plus the 450 for the actual base itself. Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. I could go and try and slag Malona. Where is our science ships? Why are you all the way up there? You! Go down there, go search that. It's much more important than ROG. Okay. Okay, I don't really care for that information, game. I just want you to know that. I don't really care about what happens with the other empire way out there that I only know exists. That's literally about the extent of it. Our citizens greet you in peace. I'm not going to be reading all of those because, yeah, they're just... There's nothing really new there for a lot of them. Also, where are you guys? Oh, right here. Flaxia Hegemony. Coalition Builders. I could try and get you in. I'd rather not. And you apparently dislike me and the Andorians. I don't know why you dislike me. The Andorians, I can understand, they are militarists. But me, I'm not. Our country is pacifist. Oh then, really? You're gonna try and bring in the Nausicaans? That's a little surprising, to say the least, but sure, I'll say yes to that. Now who? Sure. I'll propose giving you guys association status. There's no reason not to. If you get attacked, it doesn't really affect us. Yeah, I really feel like going and colonizing Alpha Centauri 3. So, let's go ahead, queue up a colony ship from Earth, because of course it's going to be Earth. Actually, one second. Does this mod use the... Yes, this mod is using the energy credits for the planetary building, like the base game does. So, no point in building it over food tiles, because then I don't get access to the food. Sadly, I can't build it here and have them basically clear out this. So, here gets me access to 2 blank tiles. 2 blank tiles and a mineral. I think here is probably the best, because up here is 1 mineral, a blank tile, and then a science, but this... Your colony building doesn't actually have an adjacency for science, so yeah, I think here is the best. We are not going to call it Alpha Centauri Prime. We'll call it New Jamestown, sure. And you guys are pacifists, but you're going to close your borders to us because reasons. Oh, somebody died. Oh, a general. Oh, governor. Never mind. Not general. That's fine. We didn't really need him anyway. Benzite and Nausicaans. I've gone and created a non-aggression pact.
Incoming transmission.
Delta aliens, who? You guys will give me minerals in exchange for star charts, and we're going to be mutually sharing the star charts anyway, although you do not appear to teach me anything new. Why am I not surprised? What do I need for that? Oh, skill 2. Never. Hey, you. You. I got a job for you. Go down there and research. Get the Willy Udloron, or however it's pronounced. And okay, we're about to learn how to clear mountain ranges. And you are still ever so slowly making your way down to Malona. We probably won't be colonizing Malona because Cardassians will want to kill me even more than that. Though then again, we are running a 1.6, and in theory, the AI won't do anything about it as it stands right now. And by the time they do, Benzites join the Golden Concord, which is Tellarites. That okay? You guys, you hate the Andorians. Learn to love the Andorians, you bastards. If you come to love the Andorians, we can invite you. You'll probably still say no, though, because of your base minus 60, which is weird because you're a Federation founder personality type. No, I'm not giving you anything, Bajorans. If you want this, you're gonna have to either give me something, although you got more tech than me, don't you? Yes, you do. You got a lot more tech. Never mind, I probably should have said yes. But I am going to also min-max that a little.
Research complete.
Okay, learn to clear that. Gardens could be helpful. Planetary modifier of plus 5% to happiness. Biolabs could also be helpful, but I think we're going to go and learn how to clear quicksand basins because Mars has one of those. And looks like Mars is the only one with them. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. We will have to clear those anyway because I presume that the... Really? Vulcans? Did you enlighten these people? You did. No. You did the... What is it? The, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head right now. The, infiltration, I think. No, you don't have... Really? You're gonna colonize Continental... Those are my worlds, damn Vulcans. Taking my worlds. Yes, see, you have quicksand basins, so it doesn't hurt us to learn how to clear those because we don't get your tech when we annex you. Yep, of course you said yes. Encounter in Sol, or at least it says it's an encounter here, but it's not because it's really... Okay, that's within... Oh, hey, that's back within our border. So who is it now? The Flaxian hegemony. Sure. Give them association status. We're not inviting them to the actual Federation. An accordion hegemony, or harmony. Let's see. Okay, you guys are not pacifists, so we say we could learn much from you. The Vadwar supremacy. Alien creatures, I speak on behalf of General Kedron, the undisputed ruler of the Vadwar supremacy. Respect our borders and keep out of Vadwar affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your wretched worlds. We greet you as equals. We're certainly not equals, but we'll greet you as such anyway. Lidrian provinces, we greet you as equals. So there's the Vadwar, right here. Based out of, obviously, Vadwar. And they are, unsurprisingly, overwhelming overall. However, unlike the Romulans, they are not just superior at everything. They are, plus, they are overwhelming at tech level. Yeah. That sucks. That really does suck. I don't recall them being there, though, in the past. I really don't. When I played this mod for myself way back when. Say way back when. It was in 1.4, I believe it was. Yeah, I don't recall the Vadwar supremacy being in the game. So that must have been a somewhat recent addition. That or they somehow just did not spawn. I'm not sure which. But either way, Eta aliens, whatever.
Detected.
I think I will let this part go until we have shields and the photon torpedoes. I believe I already mentioned it, but I do have a somewhat limit on my hard drive space. The Crenum Imperium, who is missing a flag, or well, their flag. We greet you as equals, and here they are. Maybe they don't have an actual flag. I don't recall. Yeah, I don't recall if they had a flag or not. They might not. And by that I mean they may not have actually had a symbol. You guys are neutral towards me, surprisingly. Which means you're not willing to do that. But what about star shards? You're almost willing. Just dump some energy credits in your bank account, and voila.
Spatial rift detected.
And a bunch of people that I won't meet, but they should probably know about me now. Also, somewhere, yes, there's the Borg. Or at least they should be, unless they already died. Which is a possibility, though. I do believe the mod creator modified the Borg, so they're at least semi-competent. Because they used to actually die from the many small factions that exist in this region of space. Again, we're not going to bother meeting those guys. We'll leave that up to them to research us. Oh. Oh, that's nice to know. I was told that there was something there. Our sensors are actually that crap. Okay. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Kick up to max speed again, because, yeah. Want to go ahead and get the shields and photon torpedoes at least put into the design of our ships. And set you back to auto explore, because there's literally nothing else you can do. Also, we got Arcturus here. I think I'm going to make a slight change of plans for that. I think I'm going to go with Arcturus here, rather than Alpha Centauri. The Zal Theocracy. We could learn much from each other. The Borg. They are fanatic genocidal, a mod-only ethic, because obviously I've never seen it. Yeah. We greet you in peace. They're definitely not peaceful. The Kazan Sex. These guys, tiny little 4-system miner. I mean, technically they're a little bit worse than, actually they're on the same level as us. We are a 4-system miner, technically speaking. We greet you in peace. The Devore Imperium. I believe you guys were the ones that killed the Borg when I played this for myself back in 1.4. Pretty sure it was 1.4. We greet you in peace.
We have located the Tachyon nebulas.
Yep.
Clear the area.
You guys are straight overwhelming across the board. And this is Empress 10th of 12. And yeah. It's technically impossible to get any sort of real relations with the Borg. And they, in theory, once the AI gets fixed in 1.6.1, will probably proceed to swallow up a lot of stuff over here. In fact, they could probably easily beat the Vaadwaur supremacy, since the Vaadwaur are only overwhelming compared to us in tech level, while the Borg are overwhelming across the board. So I expect the Vaadwaur supremacy to be dead come once we end up updating to 1.6.1. And the Devore Imperium tells us we're not allowed in their borders. That's fine. We weren't going to be going over there anyway. Actually, I've got a mission for you now. Go over there and get the elusive tar block on the Fendamar states. We greet you as equals. The Equian Sons. We greet you as equals. I guess the Equian Sons are the green dudes inside here, making this to be striped. And then we got the Fendamar, who are kind of large, kind of tiny, really. They're okay in length. Also, the Naccordian and Harmony are actually vassals of the Vaudouar. Interestingly. You guys... Yeah, I'm not too surprised by that. You're not willing to you're not going to be willing to give me anything because you are... Oh, no, 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 no. Colony ship. You're going to Arcturus, quickly. I mean, we're talking like you need to get over there ASAP. We're going to call the system Soma. You need to get over there before the Tellarites' borders push out far enough. Also, there we go. We could get listening posts. We could build these. They would allow us to see further out. This is not worth it because it is a star-based component that you can slap onto these. It's a module. I don't really care to. So we're going to go and research cruisers for that one. And you are going to go and research pulse phase cannons. And I'm going to go ahead and... Really, you're not going to take shields? Really? You guys aren't going to take shields? Oh, wait, no. Whoops, shields are down here. I'm an idiot. So, yes, you guys will get basic shields. Same with you guys. You guys are now hurting for power. I will let you do your own thing to figure that out up there. That's fine, I guess. And, I mean, technically, yeah, you're fine as is. You guys, well, we'll give shields to the transport ship. Because it does need to be able to take a bit of a beating, or at least survive, to be able to emergency FTL out of there if it comes under attack. And you are ready to get upgraded. How much is going to cost? Not a whole lot. Go ahead and upgrade. Wonderful. Game says 840 here. Is it rounding? No, because I don't believe you can have decimals for military power for your fleets. But over here on the right it says 841, so clearly it must be rounding somewhere. Down here. Yes, okay, so it is rounding. In theory, shouldn't down here it round just as much as it rounds over here? So instead of saying 840, it should say 841. Because it's a little silly that you've got two different ones, two different listings because of rounding. And I mean, technically speaking, those decimals could actually be important. In reality, probably not, but they could be. Okay, I'm gonna go and let the part go until we have Arcturus started. And we're not gonna be able to get these last two specimens because the Cardassians have told us we're not welcome inside their borders. I am, however, going to send these two out there. Also, we do need to research Arcturus a little bit more. Yeah, we basically just found out that there's a colonizable planet and then basically said, okay, that's it. Are you guys still hate the Andorians? Get over your hatred of the Andorians, damn it. You're gonna learn to love them. Trust me. I guess we'll just have to maybe deal with the Nausicaans. Out of curiosity, let's look at not diplomatic opinions. I mean, you clearly don't actually hate the Andorians because your relations are clearly overall positive at 174. But apparently, at least according to the Vulcans, they still dislike the Andorians. Relations are positive, but we still hate them. Which is weird, because the way the game works, generally speaking, that shouldn't be possible. And the Vulcans just guaranteed the independence of Bajor. Go, go, quickly, quickly. Their borders are expanding, go! Benzites, no, give me back my research agreement. That is, I mean, it's technically helpful, especially since you have the thing with the... You did have the thing with the Romulans. Now you don't. I don't care. I'm still taking it. I'll give you minerals. Oh, no, that's a little too much. I'll give you 73 minerals for 10 years. Thank you very much. Let's see. Coalition Association status for the Betazoid houses to the Golden Concord, which is the Benzites and Tellarites. Quickly! Start colonizing Arcturus 4. Or Soma, as we are apparently calling it, because, yeah. Okay. We got quite a bit of dense jungles. Probably wouldn't hurt to... Yeah, we're gonna have quite a few dense jungles. So let's go ahead and learn how to clear out dense jungles. There we go. There we go. Now we got a little bit of border around it. So Arcturus is ours. It will always be ours. And that's going to be it for this part. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, a goodbye and farewell. And before I actually end this, quick reminder that I do have a Discord server. I will have a link to it in the description, same as with a Patreon, in case any of you guys wish to help support the channel via Patreon. Let's see, anything else? Well, I also have a Green Man Gaming affiliate link in the description to Stellaris, in case you do not own Stellaris and wish to pick it up. But until then, or not until then, but yes, so that's the last little bit of things I needed to say. I always forget to say them up until like the last second, and someday I'll remember to say them earlier on. But until the next video of mine that you watch, a goodbye and farewell.